Hi and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing something just a teeny bit different. Again, we're going to be talking about the Disney princesses and princes at their actual ages. Yes, we'll be talking about Disney. Disney has had an interesting history, and if you know anything about Disney, they have an interesting portrayal of their princesses. All their princesses look of age, but are they? We're about to find out. So join me on this little trip down Disney Lane. Uh, I include all of these princesses except for Raya. I don't really know anything about her. Um, and their respective princes, um, if they had one. And we will see what their ages were in respect to what Disney had their ages as in real life and what they would have looked like in real life. So let's get started. And before we do, please consider subscribing to my channel. And if you like this video, please like this video, comment. I would love that. Thank you. So first we have Snow White, who in her cartoon version definitely looks at least 18, if not older than that. But in the animated version of her story is a tender 14 years of age. So here we have her on the left side of the page at her tender age of 14. She looks uh, just so very young and impressionable, don't you think? That's because 14-year-olds very much are. And even back in the 30s, I believe it was when that movie came out, 40s, something like that, probably could not give consent to Prince Florian, who is 18. I did try to get them as close to looking as close to their um, cartoon um, counterpart as I possibly could. Um, so Prince Florian is 4 years older than her. Now, that might not seem a lot, but when you are respectively 18 and 14, no, no. And let's not go with it was a different time back then. That is still not okay. Let's move on. Cinderella. Again, she looks 18, if not older than that. But she was 14, another 14-year-old. Look at little baby Cinderella on the left side. She looks so sweet, so innocent, because she is. How old was her prince, you might ask? 20. Prince Henry, aka Prince Charming, was 20. You thought a 4 year age gap was bad? Let's try this age gap of 6 years. If my math is correct, which I'm pretty sure it is. Not a math whiz. Yeah, 20-year-old creeping in on a 14-year-old. Again, don't give me it was a different time. Still not okay. Although Prince Henry does look quite dashing in this real life portrait of him, and he looks very similar to his cartoon counterpart. Then we have Aurora, who was 16. We're getting a little better on our ages of our princesses. She's a good bit closer to the age of consent, but she is still a minor. I love the dress that she is wearing in this picture. It is absolutely gorgeous. How old was her prince, you might ask? Prince Philip was 20. He was also called Prince Charming as well. So, Philip Charming. I do like his real life portrait as well. I say that it looks a good deal similar to his cartoon version too. So, you know. But again, we have a big age gap here. Not as big as Cinderella and her Prince Charming, but still big age gap. And she's still a minor and he is an adult. Not okay. We move on to Ariel, who, again, we find out is 16. Look at little Miss Ariel, looking so young and so impressionable. Young children. And we found out that Prince Eric, who apparently his last name is also Charming, was 18. Just a 2-year age gap. Surely that's not terrible. He is still an adult. She is still a child. His portrait looks really good. He looks a good bit like his cartoon form, but still, naughty Prince Eric. She is a child. Now we have Belle. Oh, we're getting a little bit older now. Belle is 17. Still a child. Still a child. But I love her portrait. She looks almost exactly like her cartoon version. Now we have Prince. Oop, I misspelled Prince. What do you know? Adam, who apparently his last name is also Charming, at 21. And I love this real life version of him, which is not the same as his cartoon version, but I like this version of him as a real life version. But naughty Prince Adam, you took advantage of a child. Now we have Jasmine. We're going backwards in ages. She only 15. Look at her. I love the color in this picture. She looks so cute and so colorful. How old was her prince? Well, Aladdin, who apparently his last name is also Charming, 18. Again, Aladdin, my dear boy, you are an adult taking advantage of a child. I do like this real life portrait of him. Looks very, very similar to his cartoon version, except they added some earrings, which, I think it adds too. Now we've got Pocahontas. Pocahontas, she actually an adult. She can make her own decisions. I tried my best to get an actual real life portrait, but it would not give me that, so this was the best that I could get. But I'd say that it is fairly accurate to the cartoon version, so hey, I'll take what I can get. Then we've got John Smith, who is 22. I could not get a blonde version of John Smith, so maybe John Smith wasn't actually blonde. Maybe he was a brunette. I don't know. But I'd say that this looks pretty good comparatively. So, I don't know. But, as you age, age gaps are not that big of a deal, but we all know that John Smith was not the love interest in Pocahontas's tale. So, let's just go that way. Now we've got Mulan, who was 16. I love this portrait of her in her battle armor, her hair pulled back, which, she does in the movie before, when she cuts it, but I think it looks really good. How old was Shang? 20. Sir. She is a minor again. But I love this real life version of Shang. It looks so good. And he looks really, he looks pretty fine. I'm not, if I was Mulan, yeah, no. I can see it. But still wrong. Still wrong. Now we've got Tiana, who is an adult at the age of 19. So we're getting better. She looks almost exactly like her cartoon counterpart. So I'm very happy with this portrait of her. Her prince, Naveen, who apparently his last name is also charming, is 22. Their age gap is not that wide. This portrait of him is very, very similar to his cartoon version. So very happy with that also. Now we've got Rapunzel, also an adult at the age of 18. Look at this portrait of her as a real life person and her cartoon version. It is basically the same person. This dress is basically the same dress that was entangled. This is almost perfect, side by side of a character. How old was her person? 24. Flynn or Eugene. I'd say that I almost like this real life version better than the cartoon. Like, he looks so good. I love the hair. Like Flynn in the movie looked like this on occasion, but yeah. I'm not gonna say that's a huge age gap. It's really not, but as I said, as you get older, those age gaps don't really matter. Then we got Merida. We're going backwards again. She's only 16. But she didn't really have a love interest so much in her story. She wanted to be on her own. So it doesn't really matter. But her portrait looks very, very similar to her cartoon version, except her hair's not all over the place, but I think that's okay. We've also got Moana. Come on. It's basically the same person. Like, this looks great. She also didn't exactly have a love interest, so it doesn't really matter. She's only 16. We've got Elsa, who is 21. You go, girl, 21. You're legally an adult in so many different ways, but she didn't have a love interest either. So it doesn't really matter. Then we've got Anna, who is also an adult at the age of 18. This is basically what we see of Anna with her hair and everything. So, this is basically the same person. And her love interest, Kristoff, who is 21. Again, that's not that big of an age difference. I could not get Kristoff with blonde hair to save my life. It kept giving me this very almost dirty blonde, dark brown hair for Kristoff, so I just had to go with it. I think it looks all right though. So again, not that huge of an age gap for those two. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Please consider subscribing, like I said at the beginning, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye.